Welcome back to Luxury Car Reviews, where raw power meets real luxury, and today we're diving into one of the most legendary American muscle cars ever built, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. This car isn't about subtlety, it isn't about being polite, and it definitely isn't about blending in. The Hellcat exists for one reason only: to dominate the road with brute force, aggressive design, and an engine that has become iconic in the automotive world. From the very first glance, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat looks intimidating. The wide stance immediately tells you this car means business. The long hood stretches out in front like a runway for chaos, while the short rear deck keeps the classic muscle car proportions alive. Dodge stayed true to the old-school Challenger DNA, but everything here is exaggerated and more extreme. The massive front grille, functional hood scoops, and aggressive air intakes aren't just for show. They feed air to that monstrous supercharged V8 lurking underneath. The hood alone deserves attention. That prominent air intake is designed to deliver maximum airflow straight into the supercharger, helping the Hellcat breathe under extreme conditions. Heat extractors on the hood also play a key role in keeping temperatures under control when you push this car hard. The front splitter sits low and wide, giving the Hellcat a planted look while also improving aerodynamics at high speeds. LED headlights with an angry glare add a modern touch while still respecting the retro-inspired design. Move to the side, and the Hellcat's muscle becomes even more apparent. Wide fenders house massive wheels and performance tires that look ready to rip through asphalt. The body lines are simple yet powerful, emphasizing strength rather than elegance. There's something refreshing about how unapologetically aggressive this car is. It doesn't try to be European, it doesn't chase minimalism, it proudly represents American muscle in its purest form. At the rear, the Challenger Hellcat continues the theme of boldness. The wide LED taillight strip stretches across the back, instantly recognizable at night. A subtle rear spoiler helps with stability, while the large dual exhaust tips hint at the thunder this car produces. Every angle of the Hellcat communicates power, attitude, and confidence. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where the Hellcat truly earns its legendary status. Under the hood sits a supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8 engine, producing an outrageous amount of horsepower and torque. This engine delivers explosive acceleration that pins you to your seat the moment you touch the throttle. The sound alone is enough to give goosebumps, a deep, aggressive roar that reminds you this car is alive and angry. The Hellcat launches with brutal force, reaching highway speeds in a blink. Whether you choose the automatic or manual transmission, the driving experience is intense. The supercharger whine mixed with the V8 growl creates a soundtrack that no electric or turbocharged engine can replicate. Power delivery is relentless, and the Hellcat doesn't run out of breath even at high speeds. Despite its size and weight, Dodge has engineered the Hellcat to handle far better than most people expect. Performance suspension, adaptive dampers, and a well-tuned chassis help keep the car stable through corners. It's not a lightweight sports car, but for a muscle car of this size, the Hellcat feels surprisingly controlled. The steering is heavy and direct, giving the driver confidence, especially during aggressive driving. Braking performance is equally impressive. Large high-performance brakes provide strong stopping power, essential for a car with this much speed. Whether you're on the street or pushing the Hellcat on a track, the braking system delivers consistent performance and confidence. Inside the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, the cabin blends modern technology with classic muscle car vibes. The interior isn't overly luxurious, but it's solid, comfortable, and purpose-built. The seats are sporty and supportive, holding you in place during hard acceleration and cornering. Depending on the trim, you get leather and suede finishes that add a premium feel. The dashboard layout is driver-focused, with a digital instrument cluster that provides performance data like horsepower output, G-forces, and lap times. The infotainment system is user-friendly and responsive, featuring a large touchscreen with smartphone connectivity, navigation, and performance settings. Dodge has made sure that while the Hellcat is wild, it's still usable as a daily driver if you're brave enough. Rear seat space is decent for a coupe, making the Challenger more practical than many sports cars. The trunk is also surprisingly usable, which means you can actually live with this car, not just admire it. Now let's talk about pricing. The Dodge Challenger Hellcat sits in the higher end of the muscle car segment, but when you consider what you're getting, it feels justified. You're paying for one of the most powerful production cars ever made, a legendary engine, and a driving experience that few cars on the market can match. Prices vary depending on trim level, transmission choice, and optional packages, but the Hellcat delivers insane value for performance enthusiasts. In today's automotive world, where many brands are shifting toward electrification, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat feels like a final celebration of raw, mechanical power. It's loud, aggressive, and unapologetically excessive, exactly what muscle car fans love. This isn't a car for everyone, but for those who crave adrenaline, sound, and presence, the Hellcat is an unforgettable experience. This is the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, a true icon of American muscle, reviewed right here on Luxury Car Reviews.